Why do you think Victor Gyökeres is not scoring as much goals for Arsenal this season compared to last season when he was at Sporting? What's the problem? What do you think is the problem? I really need to read your comments in my comment sections and see what you think about this Victor Gyökeres situation or form at Arsenal. If ever there is one player who needs more grace from Arsenal fans but is not going to get it, is Victor Gyökeres. Why? Because of his price tag, because of the way he performed last season, because of the pressure from the media, pressure from us Arsenal fans, pressure and banter from the rivals, and number 4, the expectations that us fans we had or we have on him. But hear me out. I know this is my opinion of what is happening with Victor Gyökeres at Arsenal. I know some of you are not going to agree, but that is fine. Just hear me out. Number 1, Victor Gyökeres in my eyes is a traditional striker. He is this striker who is just the target man. Something that hasn't happened at Arsenal in a long time. Majority of the Arsenal strikers have all been the hybrid strikers. Victor Gyökeres is the traditional striker. This guy can have few touches, but at the end of the day, he is a striker who can really cause damage. When we are comparing with him with Haaland, there's a difference. If you see this team and the team that Haaland had, we have a problem of creation from the middle. Our midfield is not creating enough chances for Victor Gyökeres. Why am I saying this? People always say that, oh, it's Bukayo Saka who is supposed to create chances for him. No. Actually, when Victor Gyökeres is there, he is the one who is supposed to be making Bukayo Saka, making Martinelli, making Trossard play better, making Madueke play better, by dragging the center backs with him to create space in behind for the wingers. That is how it works. But then, from the midfield, the productivity of our midfield needs to improve for Victor Gyökeres to perform better. If you compare him with Haaland, what I was saying, Haaland had players like Kevin De Bruyne. These players threaded passes tailored only to Haaland. Another thing, if you can remember, Haaland sometimes would finish a game with few touches, but with goals. Every time he took a shot on target, a goal, because the passes were perfect. And in very rare occasions, he fought to score a goal, Something that is really good at because of the body stretch. That is one thing that I've also observed with Gyökeres. He seems very weak, and he needs to work on his stamina, how he uses his body, and his fast touch, and the link-up play. If he does work on those 4 aspects of his game, I think he's going to be a very dangerous striker. In our case at Arsenal, our midfield are not productive enough. Look at Martin Odegaard. Those are the players who are supposed to be feeding Victor Gyökeres, Eze, Zubimendi, Declan Rice. They are not doing it. At first, when Zubimendi came in, you could see him threading passes, and I think that is where the little problem comes in. So if we work on how the productivity of our midfield to him, because if you watch the games, you will really sympathize with Victor Gyökeres, because the runs that he's making are really good, the positioning are really good. I'd give you an example of a striker, a traditional striker who turned hybrid and is really killing it. Harry Kane. When Mourinho went to Tottenham, and there was less service for Harry Kane, and I think Mourinho noticed this, as he is a very great coach, and turned Kane into something else, man. That season, Kane was a beast. Kane dropped, was creating chances for players like Son, was creating chances for himself. And that season he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. And he has never looked back because he learned and he ran with it. That is the kind of a striker I'd wish Gyökeres to be. At Arsenal, we have always had hybrid strikers, starting from Ian Wright. Those are players who went out to fend for themselves, create chances for themselves, and in return create chances for their teammates. Thierry Henry went out to fend for himself, had great individual brilliance. Pick individual brilliance. That is how it starts. Podolski, players like Shamak, Lucas Perez. The thing is, at Arsenal, we've always had hybrid. Our system is just for the hybrid strikers, not a traditional striker. Look at Aubameyang. Look at Lacazette. Lacazette even played at number 10 at some point. Uba played left wing at some point. That is the kind of situation that we have with Victor Gyökeres. Otherwise, with the time, he's going to come good. Come on, Arsenal. That is what is happening now. Then we had Gabriel Jesus, a player who can play all those positions up top. Number 10, number 8, center forward, left wing, right wing, all those. And if you can remember, Gabriel Jesus, when he was fit, that first season he came, wow. He made Martinelli the best winger during that time. He made Saka the best because of his movement, because how chaotic he was, the agent of chaos. And that is the player I think we should mold Gyökeres into. And it will not take a day or two, no, or 5 or 3 games. No. It will take time. Actually, he started moving well, and then that injury happened. So I think going forward, we need to give him some grace. We need to give him some time. And understand the banter from the rival fans, but from our fans, man, let's support him. Because I know someday he's going to come good. Even though the pressure is high, but he's going to play well in the near future. The other traditional player at Arsenal that I really think about that stood well was Olivier Giroud, but for a while. He was good at using his body. He was really good at link-up plays. That is what set him apart from others like